Hello everyone and welcome back. Today, Russian Ulan Lancers. And I'm going to talk about how the Lancers were used on the battlefield during the Napoleonic Wars. I'm not an expert, but let's try this. These Russian Uhlans are painted up as Lithuanian Lancers. The Russian generals had mixed feelings about their Polish and Lithuanian Lancers. The problem was their commitment to the Russian cause. Summer 1812, the Uhlan regiment had more deserters than casualties in combat. And for that reason, General Bagration did not want Uhlans in his rear guard. So how did the Uhlans work? The Lancers, how did they work on the battlefield during the Napoleonic Wars? Let's talk about the combat. Uhlans in line formation was absolute superiority against cavalry with sabers. The preservation of good order was a must for the Lancers during a charge. And that could be difficult. A horse that get killed, injured, fall over you, the artillery shells going off back and forth, musket fire, all the stress, all the unpredictable thing that happens in combat. That you have to take in account during a line formation charge. So it was not maybe that easy to keep good order for the line to do what it should do. In melee, when you have to parry saber blows from left, right, and rear quickly, the lance was too long and heavy. Most of the times the Lancer dropped the lance before they engaged in melee with sabers against enemy cavalry that charged them with sabers. But sometimes the enemy cavalry was too quick and could get in close on the Lancers and just slaughter the Lancers with sabers before the Lancers could draw their sabers. On the battlefield there were difficult opponents, and that would be Lancers versus Lancers. Another difficult opponent would be the French cuirassiers, where the lance could not penetrate the breastplate of the cuirassiers, but they used the Lancer as a battering ram, trying to hit the cuirassier's head or helmet, just to knock them off or off balance, to give a moment to draw their own swords or fall back. Another difficult opponent would be Lancers versus Hussars, where the fast, quick, light infantry just sweep in and kill the Lancers if they are not able to draw their swords. As I mentioned, the lance was too long and too heavy. Any cavalry charge against a well-formed infantry square was 99% going to fail. It was basically doomed. Lancers against infantry in line formation was the most welcome sight for the attacking cavalry. Most of the time the Lancers attacked the rear or both the flanks of the infantry that was formed in line formation. It was a complete slaughter most of the time. Of all the Napoleonic figures I ever painted, the Russian Uhlans is the most difficult figures I ever painted. I don't know what I did or what I should have done or whatever. It took so much time and it was so exhausting painting these figures. I almost quit this Napoleonic project. But to keep this project going, I took a small break and just keep on painting. Some basic discipline and getting these figures done. Let's take a little closer look on these figures. Here we have the command group of the Uhlans. I actually didn't use any contrast paint on these figures, and maybe that is the reason why it took so long time to paint these Uhlans. And as we can see on their uniforms, they are very fancy, and maybe that's why. All the buttons, all the... whatever. Everything. It takes so much time. I need to stop taking too much time painting these figures. And Lithuanian Lancers in a line formation charging some French. A last little flyby on the Lancers charging the French line formation, or maybe it's a square. We will see on the gaming table how this will work. Will I force the French into forming square, or will the French chasseurs de cheval or hussars just charge and slaughter the Lancers? Well guys, that will be another video, a gaming video. So thank you guys for watching, and if you guys enjoy this, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment if you have any other information about the history of Lancers or anything, because I'm just trying to get all the info I can, but I'm not a historian, so bear with me guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Take care. Goodbye.